Welcome back to another Discovery Bay Comics production. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Can you guys hear me? Nobody can hear me. I got no camera. What am I on this list for? What the hell? Wow. Great start to the morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of Nerd News Today with Disco Bay, live streaming Monday through Friday right here on YouTube and available for your listening pleasure on Spotify, Anchor, and Google Podcast. Man, I got a great show lined up for you today. Sorry we're late, but man, I have a guest today. We had to get that audio fixed. Hopefully we fixed that up. Today we're going to be hitting 6 topics in the Nerd News Rundown, including that amazing Lightyear trailer. We're going to talk about Comicfest 2021, and spoiler alert, it got canceled. DC's got a new Hot Wheels line, which is awesome and interactive. Can't wait to talk about that. We're going to get Big Herm's top 3 picks for today's new comic book day. And if you didn't know, next year's the 50th anniversary of Ghost Rider, and he's coming back to Marvel Comics. We're going to talk about that. And then to wrap up the Nerd News Rundown, we're going to talk about Marvel and Disney Plus. Let's clear up the confusion on what shows are actually coming. So those are the topics that we're going to hit in today's show. And then after we hit that Nerd News Rundown, you know what happens next. We're going to hit you with the Instagram tag of the day. And if you've tagged me on a comic book Funko Pop combination, we're going to go ahead and share that out to the 3,000 followers of the channel. So go ahead and head over there. And you still got time to get in the show. Next up, we're going to do the Livestream Line-up. That's right. If you're a fan of comic book content or Funko Pop content, come on through to the homepage and check out the live stream playlist where everyone that's scheduled to premiere or live, they're there. And I will be updating that throughout the course of the day. Now, of course, we end the show by shouting out the chat. So if you want to be shouted out, come on, swing through YouTube's, get into the live chat and be part of the show, part of the discussion. Now, if you haven't already, check out my top 10 picks for yesterday. That video has been out for a couple days. Next week's going to be a little bit different. And I want to thank all the people that came to the sorting show for Tuesday. Today. We're going to do a little sale today. Comic book auction sale today. And man, we did our first episode of the comic book market analysis. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that right there on the rewind. I think it turned out pretty well. We analyzed 3 books from my investment. One of them was okay. The other 2 were losers. Well, one of them was flat. One of them was a big loser. If you want to know what they were, go ahead and check that video out. And then this Friday, man, tomorrow night, make sure you come back for Disco After Dark. Now let's get this show started, folks. First thing I want to do is I want to shout out today's coffee mug sponsor. Man, this thing's massive, too. Massive mug. Two Brothers Comics. Go ahead, let me give you their screenshot here. There is a link to their channel in the description below. Great channel, Two Brothers Comics, putting out a lot of good content. Thank you guys so much for sending me this coffee mug. They did not send me a coffee mug. They sent me a sticker that I put on a coffee mug. If you'd like to get a shout out for your coffee mug, go ahead and send me a sticker to the address in the description below. Also, man, you know, yesterday we had a milestone, and my man Matt over at Mr. Comics 89 sent me a t-shirt. So shout out to Matt, newest member of the 600 subscriber club, and sent me a t-shirt in size large. I really appreciate that. Shout out to you, Matt, Mr. Comics 89, which, by the way, that reminds me, if you didn't know, we have t-shirts of our own. We got Comic Pop Family. We got Comic Book Cousins. If you're interested in those, hit that link tree. Head on over there to TeeSpring, pick up a t-shirt. Let's get this show started. But before we do, last call to action. If you haven't already done so, please think about hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that bell so you don't miss the next time we go live. All right, let's get this show started with Nerd News. All right. So let's check how the audio works, and I need feedback from the YouTube's crowd, because you guys are the ones here in the live broadcast. You know, I won't hear this replay until it's over. So I'm gonna unmute my guest and tell me, while my guest is unmuted, am I echoing like a crazy man? Herminio, tell me, how you doing?
Station, everyone. Good morning. I'm doing fine. Can't wait to get to these topics with you, JB.
All right, I'm gonna wait for a little bit of feedback from the from the chat here, see if I'm echoing because I just muted you. But if you don't know who I'm talking to, you know what? He's got a bumper. I think it says it all. Welcome to the show, Big Herm.
Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Leave it to me. Let's go. Leave it to me. 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 Leave it to me.
All right, Big Herm, welcome to the show. Let's get this thing started. Well, you were supposed to be muted. Big Herm, welcome to the show. Let's get this thing started. I still haven't seen any feedback, whether I'm like, sounds good. Audio is on point today. Everything sounds good. All right, I think we're going to get this thing started with this first one. And okay, topics are tough, guys. Anybody out there who thinks that JB just throws down topics and it just happens, it doesn't happen like that. But when you see something like this, too easy. Man, tell me about this one, Herm.
Man, I'm excited. Like, I remember watching the old school Toy Story movies and wondering if Buzz Lightyear, the show, if we ever gonna get a show like that. And we got a movie of it, not a show, but a movie, and it's all about Buzz at start, and you see him blasting off, in a rocket. It was I'm kind of confused. Maybe this is its first time because the other guy, I guess is its friend, was all scared and stuff like that. But he's venturing out to the beyond, to infinity and beyond, and I'm really excited. They didn't show too much, but they showed enough for me to be super excited for this one.
I am 100% on board with you, my friend. This looks fantastic. As soon as I saw it, I got chills. I turned to my wife and I said, top story tomorrow morning. This thing is awesome. I got a lot of Star Wars vibes from like this scene. That reminds me of Dagobah right there. Right? Where it looked like an X-Wing a little bit, doesn't it? I think it looks like an X-Wing a little bit. So there's a lot of Star Wars vibes. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. This is I got some notes on here. Now this is set to come out June 17th of 2022, and Chris Evans is voicing Buzz Lightyear, telling the story of how I guess of the space traveler that the cartoon and subsequent toys were based after. And man, anytime you get Disney and Pixar together, this is going to be fantastic. Man, chat, what does the chat got to say? Herm, tell me, what do you think the chat's going to tell us?
I don't know. I think they're all gonna love it. I mean, Pixar, they always hit home runs with their movies. It seems like everyone that comes out, and they knock it out of the park. So I can't wait to see this one. I like the cat in it because it reminds me of the Flarkin, but also R2D2, so it's like a mixture of both, right? I got that kind of vibe too with the Star Wars kind of thing,
Definitely getting those Star Wars vibes from here. Real quick, I'm going to hit the chat. We got a couple of comments in here. We've got Aiko Nee. Welcome to the stream. I really appreciate you. By the way, if you're listening on Spotify, Anchor, and Google Podcasts, shout out to you. This is JB with Discovery Bay Comics. I'm here with Big Herm from Big Herm Collectibles. We're talking the new Lightyear trailer, and we're going to hit the chat. If you want to be part of the show, come on over to the YouTubes, get into the live chat, and be part of the show. Aiko Nee comes in and says, oh my God, I didn't see this trailer. Well, you can see it now. I don't have any audio. I'm still going to catch a copyright strike, but man, it was fantastic. Mark the Cuddy Sark on another continent says Chris Evans as Buzz? What happened to Tim Allen? I mean, that's a good question. Why isn't Tim Allen doing the voice? It's just a voice.
I have no idea. It's not like he's gonna be more expensive, to maybe he just doesn't want to do the voice anymore. Who knows? But I'm okay with Chris Evans. He's Captain America, you know what I'm saying? So like, why not? You know what I mean? If he can't get Chris Evans is the best, you know what I mean?
I agree with you 100%. Let's hit the next topic for today's show. I think the consensus is this is gonna be a huge winner. All right, we're going to index over. I didn't know about this. This was another. So the top two topics, by the way, the top two topics were provided by Big Herm. I was like, hey, what do you want to talk about? He goes, man, Lightyear is fantastic. I was like, Lightyear? What are you talking about? What, a Lightyear? So I looked it up. Boom, number one story. Second story, I was bummed on this. I got a video I want to play. Let me reset the countdown. By the way, my idea of the countdown starting when I index over, it don't work. I don't know. It has something to do with this thing being in a folder. I don't know. It's not working. But Comicfest 2021 this year, and if anybody doesn't know what Comicfest is, I'm going to play a video while maybe Herm, you can explain about what comic, because I know it's the Saturday before Halloween. They give out all these comic books, and it's canceled. Wait. Guest OBS. Talk to me, Herm.
Okay. Comic Fest is something when I got back into comics, I saw it was just like free comic book day, where they do give out some free comics, but for Halloween time, it's the same thing. They just slap the Halloween Comic Fest sticker on it, but it's mostly reprints. You don't see a lot of new titles in it. Maybe you'll have some new indies, but it's pretty cool. They'll give you like hot titles. Let's say House of Slaughter or something like that. Let's say it came out months ago. They'll probably slap that sticker on there, and then you have yourself another copy, and another, if you're specking, you have another copy of that. You know, we had Miss Marvel #1 at one time. I'm trying to think of you have some Batman ones. So DC does their thing too on there. It's pretty cool. Like if there's titles that you haven't been reading, they'll give you that for free, and you can test them out to see if you like it, and then boom, you can see a whole. Usually, it's a pass title, so you can get the whole run if you like it, or trade. So that's pretty much what Halloween Fest is. It's exactly like Free Comic Book Day. It's a lot of fun. Plus, you get even better. To me, it's even better. Best month of the year for me. Halloween, you get to dress up in a costume, and it's like going trick or treating. Instead of getting candy, you're getting comic books, and that's Halloween Comic Fest for you. There you go.
All right. So I actually think this event is even bigger, and I'm bummed that it's canceled, because it's an opportunity for children to get into the comic book store, to get them into the store. And that's, if you can get the kid into the store with his parent, he's picking up some free comic books to give him that taste. But now he knows, he looks around, he sees the toys, he sees the Funkos, he sees he's a fan, he's hooked. Once you get into a real comic book store and start to look around, you get those good feelings. And I think this event is going to be missed. It's huge to not have that opportunity to get those families, because it's not just kids. This is a family event on the Saturday before Halloween. You take your kids dressed up in costume to the store to get free comic books. I'm really bummed that this isn't happening. I know this is because of the paper shortage and distribution and cost and everything else associated with it, but man, it's such a big bummer to not have this event.
Yeah, man, 2 years in a row we're gonna miss this event, of course, for obvious reasons. Last year COVID, this year the paper shortage, plus that. But hopefully next year, 2022, will be in full effect and we can celebrate it. So I can't wait for next year. I'm gonna make sure I have a costume for next year, because I love this event. It is a lot of fun. You can take your kids out and have a ball doing this. Go into the LCSs and whoever else. Even sometimes libraries do this too. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get it. I was bummed out too when I saw it, because I was pretty excited, because my LCS guy told me to get ready. He's gonna get them in, and then out of nowhere, boom, the day after they canceled it. And I was like, I was heartbroken.
Bummer. All right, so let's hit the next topic we've got today, folks. Next topic is, I don't know if you knew anything about this, but you're gonna find out now, because I'm gonna play a video and I'm gonna read this read that I've got set up for it after I start the countdown. Stupid countdown. All right, DC Super Villains Hot Wheels. Check out this video. These things are freaking cool. I got a statement to read, but while I look that up, what's your first impression on this one, Arminio?
Man, I always love the detail in these. They always cost a little bit more than the original Hot Wheels, but it's worth it. I love them. I love the superhero ones. So now that they have the super villains, I remember being a kid battling. You're not supposed to hit them with each other, but you're a kid, you can't help it. But as a collector, they're gorgeous. I collect a few Hot Wheels myself. I got some on my ceiling over here, and I just love it, man. The design, what you got? You got Bane, which is one of my favorite. Deathstroke.
I'm going to go over the list right here. Let me give you the read real quick. Okay. So, Matt is for real posted on GameFrogger.com on October 19th. DC's biggest villains speed into the Hot Wheels Unleashed with the DC Super Villains Racing season next month. Now, there's more than just toys, by the way. In the upcoming DC Super Villains Racing season for Marvel Hot Wheels Unleashed, you can unlock theme vehicles, one more time, theme vehicles for Bane, the Cheetah, Poison Ivy, Black Manta, Deathstroke, and Harley Quinn for tons of cosmetics. Now, Hot Wheels Unleashed launched last month, and the racing title has been a surprising hit, bringing to virtual life the beloved toy cars that we all grew up with. What was once imagined as a child, we can now do in this video game. So this is part of a video game release. Now, Hot Wheels Unleashed features over 60 different toy cars to choose from. The DC Villains racing season will begin on November 11th. So there's a season for you to compete in here. Let me go one more time and talk about it. We'll begin on November 11th, and it comes with free and premium content. Presumably, the DC Villains racing season for Hot Wheels kicks off on November 11th. It will run until January 18th, giving you plenty of time to unlock all the new excitement. So we've got Bane, Cheetah, Poison Ivy, Black Manta, Deathstroke, and Harley Quinn in this latest release. And yeah, kids don't just play with the toys. They gotta do it interactively now, right? There's got to be some sort of thing to get you to the computer to play. But man, I love Hot Wheels, right? They're not that big. Show me your Hot Wheels. What you got there? You got some Hot Wheels?
Nah, mine is in the ceiling up there. I wasn't prepared. Now I would have brought them down. I gotta get a ladder to get them.
All right, let's hit the chat real quick. Don't want to forget the chat. Flash Ray, he's got some Wheels Unleashed. The reason why the Hot Wheels ID stuff fell off of the map. Oh, so it's got Hot Wheels. Oh man, that's a tear. I messed that one up. Big Lion Cat's here. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming in the show. Big Lion Cat saying hi to everybody. If you want to be part of the show, maybe get a shout out on the show, come on and stop by on the YouTubes. We're here Monday through Friday, 6-ish. I'm going to go ish because I'm always late. But around 6 a.m., we're going to go these 6 topics, 3 minutes each, ish. Again, 6 minutes ish. No, 3 minutes. It's a soft clock. It's a soft clock. And I want to welcome anybody that's listening or joining me live on YouTube. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's get to the next topic, which is New Comic Book Day. Now, Herm, you got a video coming out. Oh, it's in my lineup. This is your sweet spot. I'm going to go over your top picks. So we're going to index over to your number 3 pick and tell me why you're digging Daredevil 35, Chip Zdarsky.
Man, I'm digging it. This was the penultimate to his last issue. Of course, they have a whole Devil's Reign event happening after that, so it's not completely the last. But I'm digging it because you got the Kingpin up in there in love with Typhoid Mary, upset that she joined Elektra, and you have Elektra who put on the Daredevil suit. Spoilers for anyone. I mean, old spoilers.
Oh, that was
a long time ago.
Yeah.
So Typhoid Mary now puts on the suit, you know what I mean, and ready to fight a bunch of Bullseye and because Bullseye has a bunch of clones going on and everything, a whole bunch of mayhem, trying to take over the city. What Bullseye does, he always tries to take over everything. Always got to be the best assassin in the world. And I love Chip Zdarsky, great writing, and I love Mark Cicchetto. I think he's doing coming back for the art. Yeah, and the art is fantastic. If you love Daredevil or if you didn't love Daredevil, you can start on the Chip Zdarsky run because it is a phenomenal run. I love it. A lot of things happening, and in this one, you're gonna have. I mean, you see it on the cover. You know what I mean? You have Elektra and Bullseye going at it yet again. Remember, Bullseye killed her a long time ago in the Frank Miller run, so she doesn't forget that. And she's trying to be good. She's trying to be actually Daredevil to take the mantle of Daredevil while he's in jail, trying to do his demons, you know, get over his demons and all that. So he gets out of jail, obviously, eventually. But I'll let you guys read the rest. And that's why you got to read Daredevil, because it's unbelievable.
Zdarsky's killing it. I'm really looking forward to his miniseries. He's going to be doing a Batman miniseries called Knights, Batman Knights, 10-issue miniseries. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let's get to your next pick. I wasn't on this. It's a one shot though.
Yeah, it's a one shot of a 13-issue series of the Long Halloween. Jeff Loeb himself is back to do this one shot. Supposedly there's these secrets from the last series that Batman don't want anybody to know, and here supposedly it gets out and he deals with this. At least that's what I understood. I haven't read it yet, but it's Halloween time. It's Batman. Why not? Long Halloween had to be my number 2. And everybody knows I love Batman, one of 2 of my all-time favorite with Spider-Man. So why not? Everybody's got to this is a one shot. Why not? Give it a shot, guys. Great read. I'm pretty sure this one's a great read like the other ones. You know what I mean?
All right. I don't do one shots anymore. That's my thing. I've just gone through this collection, and the one shot, you know what? When we talk about digital, because nobody wants to talk about digital, that's where I want to read these. I want to read these digitally. I don't want to put money into the one-shot story. Even though I say I buy comics for the read, in the back of your mind, you're always thinking about the resale value after you've read it, because you want to try and recoup something on it. And the one-shots just seem to kill me. Let's get to your last book. I know we're running a little long, but man, everybody's on this. Did you get a chance to read it? I have not. I don't want you to go spoiler, but tell me. How excited were you? How long you been waiting? We all been waiting.
Man, months, because everybody loves Erica Slaughter and the House of Slaughter and all that. We all heard of it from the current run. Like, she's going through her origin story now, but and this guy right here was one of her mentors / rivals. So this is going through his origin story and everything that happened in the House of Slaughter, because it's one house out of many houses of these type of what do you call them, like assassins that kill monsters, really. Yeah. With all the secrets, and a lot of people don't know about them, but they're there. So I'm pretty excited to see what this is about. This could probably spin off a show, and then we could have a show this with Something's Killing the Children. So the sky's the limit what they can do with these shows. Jinx Tynan's the man, and I'm all in for it.
He is so the man. All right, folks. That's it for our new comic book day segment. Let's head on over to the next one. This was a surprise because he's like, I don't know what we're going to talk about here. So we're just gonna surprise our guest host here. You know what? I got a write-up. I think there's a write-up on this one. So let me read it to you. And my reads have been horrible this morning, but we'll go ahead and throw up the graphic here so you don't have to see me reading, because that's always no fun. But what's happening here is Ghost Rider is going to be re-released by Marvel, and let me get the Ghost Rider text. So Josh Wilding of comicbookmovie.com reported yesterday that Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze finally returns in ongoing new series. Hold on, am I echoing? No, I should be good. An ongoing new series from Marvel Comics next February. So next February, Marvel Comics has announced that a new era of Ghost Rider begins next February with an ongoing series that finally puts the original Spirits of Vengeance, Johnny Blaze, front and center. Check it out. Now, next year also marks the 50th anniversary of Ghost Rider, one of Marvel Comics' most iconic characters. To mark the occasion, it's been announced today that Johnny Blaze, the original Ghost Rider, is finally set to return in an all-new ongoing series written by Benjamin Piercy and art by Corey Smith, who is known for his work on titles such as Wolverine and X-Force. It's said that Piercy will put his own devilish spin on the Ghost Rider's mythos, evoking all the frightening elements of Ghost Rider's most classic stories while driving the Spirits of Vengeance toward a new age. Corey Smith, known for Conan the Barbarian, meanwhile promises to bring the scorching action and hellish horror that only the Ghost Rider can deliver. Herminio, what do you think? Are we ready for a new Ghost Rider run starting next February?
Yeah, man, I'm always ready for a Ghost Rider run. I mean, it's Ghost Rider. It's a guy in a bike on fire. His head is on fire with these chains and everything. I mean, why not? I mean, Spirit of Vengeance, Johnny Blaze. I grew up with Danny Ketch, but everybody knew who Johnny Blaze was. So I'm excited for this. So I can't wait to get these new stories, and hopefully they blend in some of the old stories so that the new people could understand how awesome this character is.
I 100% agree with you. This is going to be on the pull. I got a huge Ghost Rider poster up. He's one of my favorite characters. I love that 50th anniversary logo. And you know what it makes me feel? It makes me feel old. So I'm looking forward to this one. Marvel Comics coming out strong with a brand new series coming next February to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Ghost Rider. That's going to be good. That's going to be good.
Yes, can't wait.
All right. So we're going to cut that one a smidge short. Actually, you know what? We're running about 30-second lag. That's why when I go to highlight a comment, we're in the next segment already. So I may want to chill out and just take a second, because we got a great couple great comments here. We got Flash Ray says House of Slaughter was pretty good, a 4.5 out of 5. Art was good, only complaint a little slow, but gets good with a nice cliffhanger. Of course you got to have a cliffhanger. There's always a cliffhanger at the end of a comic book. That's why you got to buy the next one. All right. Snizzle Pop, thanks for taking the time to hang out with us here on YouTube during the show. He's dropped a comment. It says, solid first issue. Makes you look forward to the next issue. All right. One more. Fun Comics pops in the chat to say, Herminio! Thanks for stopping by, Fun Comics 814. All right, you know what? J Hood's going to drop some knowledge on us. He says, hey, if Ghost Rider is 50, that means Luke Cage is 52. Where's his book? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Good point. Good point, man. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. All right, let's wrap up today's Nerd News segment. Get into the final topic, which is more Sony Marvel Universe. I'm so confused. I'm trying to report on these every day, and every day it's the worst segment of my worst segment because I butcher it each time. So this time I think I've got a graphic that's going to help explain what the heck is going on here. Okay, you guys ready? So this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing, and then I'll get your opinion after I run down this list. We know that we have Hawkeye coming November 24th. And we know we've got Ms. Marvel coming in late 2021. But these are the things that have been rumored that we know are coming down the pipe at some point. You want me to move this graphic over there, Herman? You want to get in there? I can move that graphic if it's bothering you. Herman wants to get his face up there. I like to get my face hidden. So, it's been announced, we've seen the reports that there was going to be an Agatha Harkness spinoff. So there's one. We know we got Armor Wars coming. Echo is another one. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I've heard something about that. I Am Groot. Never heard anything about that. Ironheart. Heard about that. Loki Season 2, we know. Moon Knight, I'm super pumped for. Secret Invasion, pumped for. She-Hulk, pumped for. Silk, I knew there was rumors. Then we got Wakanda and What If Season 2. Herm wants to talk, man. Tell me, of that list, give me your top 3.
Like, oh man, he put me in a spot there. I'm excited for Silk. A lot of people don't know much about her. She's like the female Peter Parker. She got bit at the same time as Peter Parker, with a different story. She has an Asian background and she grew up and all that. I remember being Latino and growing up, so that kind of like almost not the same, but you know what I mean by that. Minority trying to grow up, and she everything that Peter goes through, she goes through herself, but her version of it. So I'm pretty excited to see where they go with it. There's so many good ones here, but I have to choose a She-Hulk because I grew up with the She-Hulk. You know what I mean? So they're bringing the comic book back, and they're bringing her back because the Jason Aaron oversized Hulk I just wasn't digging. So I can't wait to see what that's about. I mean, she also has friends like Hellcat and Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel's her friend and stuff like that. So I can't wait for that one. And there's so many other ones up here. Ironheart is pretty interesting too. So I'm pretty interested on the ones that I don't know a lot about. You know what I mean? And those are the three that I'm excited about because I'm very curious about them.
If I'm looking at this list, first of all, I'm really excited for Hawkeye coming up because that's the next one. But Moon Knight, I think Moon Knight's gonna just be freaking wicked. I thought What If season 1 was phenomenal, so I can't wait to see what they do in season 2. So I would have to go with those two. Looking at this list, Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is gonna just be a game-changing event for this, especially if remember how everything you see on this list basically is going to tie into a bigger story because Marvel doesn't do any one-off goofiness. There's going to be something that happens in each of these things you're seeing on this list that may pop up or affect the overall story arc in Marvel's cinematic universe, which is why, I'm pumped on all of these. I got to watch them all. I got to watch everything. Oh, man. So that's it for today's Nerd News lineup. Let me check the chat real quick. We got Weapon X trying to drop some. He says Marvel's going to acquire DC in 2022. What? That would be interesting, right? I know DC's in trouble, but let's go ahead and index this over. Let's get some final thoughts from my guest, Big Herm. Tell me what you got coming up on your channel, Big Herm. By the way, if you're joining us on the podcast, this is JB with Discovery Bay Comics. I'm here with Herminio Reyes, aka the Big Herm Collectibles on YouTube. He's got a channel. He's got a really nice channel, doing some good stuff. He's going to be in today's lineup in the next segment. But Big Herm, thanks for joining me. Tell the crowd what you got going on.
First of all, station everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. Big Herm Collectibles is my channel. I go over Funko Pops at time. I haven't doing lately, but I'm gonna get back on that. Videos of Funko Pop comic books, anything pop culture reference time. We even do movies up in there. I have a weekly show with Sam from Sam's Tangled Web. We discussed Marvel. We discussed all-time DC Marvel indie comics villains and all that yesterday for Whiplash Wednesday. Whiplash Wednesday is a part of a lineup of awesome creators like from the PCR and Bad Batch, like Nick Comic Culture, Comic Kings, Brandon, he's up in there. You know what I'm saying? With Missing Link, he does a show with him. TM Nerdy, everybody loves Travis from Canada. He does his comics with talking with the community and all that. Jamal Cinema, Manny, he does his show at night and all that. So yeah, we have an awesome Whiplash Wednesday show. I have my whole video today, 4 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. I show you what I got. It was last week was a little light. This week wasn't too light. But and then next week, me and Sam's gonna cover the first 3 issues of the Spider-Man Beyond, the Amazing Spider-Man, the new story arc. All 3 issues next week. Me and Sam covering that. Check it out. It's awesome hanging out with Sam, and I'm hoping to one day see him on this show. He is phenomenal, dude. Station, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. JB, you're the man. Station.
Thank you, Big Herm. Thank you, Big Herm. By the way, I'm going to drop a little knowledge on you. The architect himself, Sam, will be in your chair next Thursday as the guest host on this show. That's right, Sam. It's from Sam's Tangled Web. And you know why I call him the architect? Because in my mind, when I first got into YouTube and I first met Sam, I felt, Bueller was such a huge presence in the community. I felt Sam was like secretly controlling everything behind the scenes. He was the architect of the Matrix. All right, let me get to the next subject. Big Herm, thanks for joining me. You can go ahead and drop off. I appreciate you 100%. What's the next thing up today, folks? The Instagram tag of the day. All right. Let's go here and get to the Instagram tag of the day. If you're not familiar with the channel, come on over to the Instagrams. We got 3,226 followers. Shout out to each and every one of them. And if you tag me on a comic book Funko Pop combination like Yesy Lou did, like Quick Draw 83 did, you're gonna get the share. We're gonna go ahead and share that out. But this segment of the show, we go over if we've been tagged in anything, and we have. Let's see if we got some new tags to share. We'll end on this one. There's chill. Oh, this is super cool. I can't wait to get to that one. Where did we end yesterday? I think we ended right here, didn't we? Because we came back to, yeah. So let's start right here. This might be from yesterday. And what do we got? Of course, we're going to start with my man, Tier 23. No need to introduce this sweet copy of ASM 300. Yes, another one. Shout out to Comic 8084 for such a great deal. Oh, I know this book. Oh, I know this book. Congrats. That's a great pickup, man. By the way, a 9.4 ASM 300 is no joke. That's big money, no whammies. Congratulations to you. Good stuff. My man, Tier 23. All right, next one I've got, there he is, Big Herm, Collectibles. This was yesterday. Wasn't this yesterday? I think it's yesterday. Check out my first premiere video today. The fabulous one and I take on the big city for the first time in person. Definitely a first appearance and not a cameo. That's clever. That's very clever. Yeah, go ahead and check out Big Herm Collectibles. There's a link in the description of this video. And he dropped this one with the big Fable doing his first premiere video. All right, next up, Tier 23, come back again with the Mighty Thor number 132 from 1966. I love 12 centers. That's really my sweet spot. I want to collect Silver Age comic books. Stan Lee's story, Jack Kirby and Vince Coletta cover and art. First appearance of Ego. Oh, it's a cameo. First cameo appearance of Ego on the last page. Dave Cockrum on letters. Awesome cover. Can't wait to get that cleaned and slabbed. That deserves a like from my man, Tier 23. Next up. Now, this is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm doing a horrible job of promoting this for him, but I need to do a better job. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 5 p.m. on Metaphorical's channel. This setup is gotten so clean, so professional. He's got little video bumps everywhere. It's interactive. You can trust the sellers on the panel. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give that a thumbs up, endorse that. 8 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Go check out Metaphorical, and sometimes he's giving away KKCR. If you're like, what the hell's KKCR? It's crypto. Instead of everybody paying fees back and forth to each other, at some point they've created a cryptocurrency for you to trade back and forth when you're selling comic books back and forth to each other. Very clever. Very clever. Good job, Meta. All right, next up we've got, oh, this was awesome. If you don't catch the replay on this, huge news. I wanted to talk to TiVo before I go put it in the show, but I'm going to just tell you that 2 of tomorrow's topics are going to be from this show. So if you want a sneak peek of what I'm going to be talking about on Friday's show, go check out the rewind of this one. Going live yesterday, 6 p.m. Mikey Sutton from Geekosity magazine with TiVo of Lords of the Long Box. They list all the mutants that are being developed for Disney streaming platforms. And there was like 6 cannonballs in there. Great interaction from the crowd. Awesome. Make sure you go check out the letters from the Long Box. All right. Next up, we got Cherokee Metal. Scored some high-grade silver at the new hunt spot. Hey, where's the spot at? You can share. I won't tell it. Anybody. Promise. Cherokee Metal. Thanks for participating in the show, my friend. Next up, we've got Jimmy, the Geek Aficionado. He was tagged by Comic Books NYC, another great member of the community, by the way. If you're not following Comic Books NYC on Instagram, go check him out. For Wonder Woman Wednesday, here's his submission, a beautiful art journal. I love this book. That book is on the wall, by the way. I have that book on my wall. Beautiful art germ landscape variant cover signed by the man himself in 2019 and in 9.8. You ain't playing. You ain't playing. That's good stuff. All right, what else we got? We've got the kid who reads comics. He's with my favorite writer. That's fantastic. Congratulations to you. This kid's got an amazing collection already. He's going to be a very wealthy man when he grows up. I got to meet James the Fourth at Midtown Comics. Swiped to see the pictures and got some cool books signed. Definitely enjoyed my day. Man, congratulations to you. That's fantastic. Let's see a couple of the other pictures. Oh, look at that foil. That is sweet. Here's my favorite read right now, Department of Truth. 100% my favorite read. Department of Truth is fantastic. My dad would have loved it. All right, let's see what else we got in the... Oh, that's awesome. I'm have to share that just because it's so freaking... Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Matt over at Mr. Comics 89 says, in the brightest day and the blackest night, no candy shall escape my sight. Let those who don't buy enough candy tonight beware my pumpkin. Green Lantern's light. LOL, I'm all set for Halloween with my pumpkin I carved tonight. Man, that's a cool pumpkin, man. Good stuff there, Matt at Mr. Comics 89. Here we go, the final one of the day. You know how we like to end the segment. We're going to read Chili's pull list, who tagged me. Says, it's Thursday. Another week is marching by. The comic of the day is the United States of Captain America, number 5. The coffee of the day is from Zorro Coffee. I'm having the Morning J right now. And then I'm off to meet my men's breakfast at the Daily Dose for an Americano. Oh, yeah. So we're going to finish today's segment with a prayer. Father God, I know that I will face people who disagree with me and or just don't understand me. Thank you for being with me when this happens. I pray you provide me the strength to pursue peace and wisdom and to handle any situation that comes my way. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you very much for participating. That's Chili's pull list. That's the Instagram tag of the day. Let's get to the next segment of the show, folks, which is... Did I miss a Cherokee Metal one? Where's it at, Cherokee? It says I tagged you. It's near the top of your list. Maybe I got it. All right. Joey Val says no, wow. See, now it's messing up. I gotta come down here. See, now the Twidget is messing up. So I didn't mess that one up. That one's messed up. Twidget. Joey Val says, technically smooth episode, looking good. Man, I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out. Planet Arizona Comics is also in the chat. Says, what's up, JB? How's everybody doing today? And thanks for taking the time to hang out. Appreciate you guys. All right. Now let's get to today's live stream playlist. And I'm going to use the Linktree link. From the Linktree link on Instagrams, you can get to the podcast. If you want to listen on Anchor, Spotify, Google, you can check us out on YouTube. You can support the channel on Patreon. You can check out everything we have for sale on TeeSpring, Shortboxed, and follow us on Whatnot, because it's coming. All right, let's head on over to the YouTubes. And what we're going to do is we're going to check out the live stream playlist. Boom. So if you're not familiar with the channel, on the homepage of YouTube, once you get past my upcoming live streams, and shout out to the Patreon creator tier. This channel would not be here without these people supporting the channel on Patreon. There are links to each and every one of their channels here. There's also a playlist for their content, a little bit lower. But this segment is talking about today's community live stream. And what this is it's a playlist. And I maintain it during the course of the day. And if I'm subscribed to you and you've got a premiere or you got a live, I'm going to put it in here. And if you come on over and check it out, you just don't know. Today, my friend, today could be the day that you find your new favorite channel. And how cool is that? How cool is that if you were able to come over to this playlist, pick out something that you wouldn't have seen because you know it's comic book or Funko Pop related, and you find yourself a new favorite channel. So let's talk about what's going on today live on YouTube, starting with my man, No Good Comics is giving you his top 10 picks for next week's new comic book day. It's a premiere video. It's at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Next up, we got the Tattooed Toy Hunters premiering a video at 10 a.m. Excellent vintage toy hunt at Finders Keepers. I wonder where that's at. Finders Keepers sounds like a great store. Here it is, Big Herm. Hey, there's his top 3 picks that we just highlighted. Let me give this a nice big thumbs up. And I want to check real quick. Big Herm, today's guest, is sitting at 352 subscribers. He's a good channel, folks. You saw him. You liked him. Go over there. Subscribe to the channel. You won't be disappointed. I'll even set my reminder for this one. Check out Big Herm Collectibles. All right, next up on the live stream playlist, also at 1 p.m., we've got Geeky Guy Comics, The Killer Comics Show, episode 42. And then at 3:30, wait a minute, that's me. That's right, today at 3:30. And if you want to know what's for sale in this auction claim sale, man, that's all blurry. I need to fix that graphic. That's horrible. The first 30 minutes, this is only 1 hour. This is going to go off at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for 1 hour exactly. The first 30 minutes is going to be all claim sale, like this kind of stuff. Eight books at a time. We're going to do dollar rounds, $3 rounds, $5 rounds, $10 rounds. The next 30 minutes, the final 30 minutes is going to be all auction stuff. I got about 6 or 7 little auction items. We'll have the buy it now slabs rotating through. Swing on through. It's going to be a little bit later today, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, and I figured I'd get a little closer to the big boy auctions, so maybe we can get some of that action before the big auctions really start, right? Because we know there's a couple of big auctions tonight, but we're going to go off a little bit before that, and we're only going to be an hour. So come on through, hang out with us. All right, next up on the live stream playlist, let's index over. We've only got 2 more. It looks like my man Old Wolf is going off at 4 p.m. with the new comic book day train wreck. Tag out Team Thursday. Okay, let me explain what this is. So there's a group of YouTubers, they get together. John, Rod, Old Wolf, by the way, you got to go check out Old Wolf. He's in the live stream playlist. He's sitting at 378 subscribers. And what they do is they promote each other's videos all in this same day. They call it the Tag Out or Tag Team Thursday. So at the end of Old Wolf's video, he's going to tell you, go check out John. And then you go to John's video, and at the end of John's video, he's going to go check out Rod. And then, everybody kind of follows each other in the train. And by the time you get to the last show, you got a nice crowd in there. It's a fantastic idea. You want to jump on the train? Go check out my man, Old Wolf 65. All right. And the final item in my live stream playlist, it looks like we've got the affordable auction over on Strictly Comics tonight. That's the big boy auction, I think, right? Tuesdays and Thursdays. I want to say Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I feel like I see him Saturday. I see him Sunday. I see him every day. Strictly Comics doing an auction. Got a good panel over there. Go ahead, check. Look, Stu Cat's already in the chat. Stu Cat's in the chat already. Good Lord, Stu. All right, let's get on to the next segment of the show, folks, because that was today's live stream lineup. There's that call to action. If you haven't already, think about hitting that thumbs up, right? Subscribe to the channel and hitting that bell so you don't miss any of that content. Now let's go ahead and hit the chat over here, YouTube live chat. You don't need to see my t-shirt thing. Take that off. Bam. We're going to roll on over to the chat and see if anybody's hanging out with us, man. See if anybody's hanging out with us. Matter of fact, looks like we do have somebody. See, this is not going to work. God, that is so frustrating. But you know what? Since it's this segment of the show, I can just go right here. So the dock is not working on my little thing here. Hey, but this is working, so the real one works. So first up, we're gonna hit the chat. Yesy Lou Comics and Pop says, "What's up, my peoples?" Yesy Lou Comics dropped a nice mystery box, a Zek mystery box video yesterday. If you didn't see it, go ahead and check it out. All right, Air Spider said, "What happened to 2 + 2 = 4? Why do we need new math? I hate first grade. Yeah, right? Why do we need new math? I don't understand." And by the way, if you think math isn't new, I've got 2 young kids, 8 and 10, and math is new. They don't teach it the same way. They just don't teach it there. Everything's bases of 10s. For this kid, everything's rounded to the next 10. Whatever. Hey, if it works for her. All right. K Titus, all the way from Japan, has stopped in the show, and he says, "Come on, man, hit the like button, guys." I like where you're at. I like where you're at. So that's a couple continents right there. Right? All right. TM Nerdy is in the chat. Says Comic Kings. Is Comic Kings in the chat? Man, where's he at? Yeah, I got to roll up. Cherokee Metals in the chat. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Missing Link is in my chat. Man, welcome to the show, my friend. Missing Link, welcome to the chat. Planet Arizona Comics, stopping in to say hi to Big Herm. This is the chat shout out portion of the show, folks. If you want to get in on the show, swing by the YouTubes Monday through Friday, right here. Get in on the live chat. Get your comment up on the screen. Help me make the show a little bit better. And if you're listening on the Spotify, Anchor, or Google Podcast, man, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys. All right, Planet Arizona Comic Book says, "I picked up the Nightmare blog #1 yesterday." Yep, right. That's on my list. That's on my pick. How was it? Just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. No spoilers. No spoilers. Movements are wrong. Oh no, really? That's no good. I'm not synced up. I'm not synced up. That's no good. So what we'll do here is we will go ahead and move that down. We'll close that. So now I've delayed the mic a little bit more. Because you have to delay the mic. Ah, that's no good. Has it been like that the whole show? That's no good. Jack B says it's like watching a martial arts movie. All right. Well, it looks like we're bugging out, so we might as well end the show on that one. It's like watching an old martial arts movie. Yeah, I'm way off. Way off. Hello. Yeah, that's no good. We're going to have to fix that. Back to the drawing board. Oh, it says I'm synced up now a little bit better. I'll have to play with that. Anyway, I appreciate everybody on the YouTubes who stopped by today because, man, this is why I do the show. You know, let me give you a little update. Don't take this wrong. My wife says, how are the views? I said, I don't want to look at the numbers. She goes, you look at the numbers. I say, yeah, it's about 100. It's about 100, 120 views. She goes, is that what you're expecting? I said, that's what I'm happy with because those are the people that are watching. I'm only making the show for the people that watch. I'm not making the show for the people that ain't watching because they're not watching it. I'm making the show for the people that watch. So shout out to the 100 people that are watching the show. We got more than 100 people listening to the show, which is fantastic. Shout out to them. And that's it. I guess I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you for everybody that stopped by. And yeah, we're going to play the outro. Peace. Don't forget to check the description below for our new Linktree link. From there, you can get to our Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, all of our items listed on TeeSpring, 29 so far, and all the items listed on Shortboxed. That's right, I've got over 40 slabs listed on Shortbox. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. As always, don't forget, we had a good time. Peace.